Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll go again to Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready
at their own 20-yard line. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Ready? And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. Rodgers with a give, it's Aaron Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it, and he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, the offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle. Falcons 33. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. We're scoreless after 1. Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll be a Green Bay first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Packers on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Take it in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On the double. Shot 17.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here's Johnny Townsend to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 2 minutes to play. First half, it's 14-0. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Here's Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Rodgers now to throw.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Dobbs.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That pass complete to Moore.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Yellow. Go pink.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And
this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, red. 38.
Second and 9 now.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Flag blue. Yellow, blue. 6, mega. Quad red. Black shot. Steel, black. Ready.
Back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I would guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now Austin. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Yellow. 5, 97.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Black, red. Yellow, go.
Second and 11. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Blaster, 6. Blue striker.
They're going to look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Being chased out left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Austin.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 16. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Tariq Carpenter.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Okay, and they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Red, cycle. Red, yellow. Ready.
Now back to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. He's got room past the 30.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Ready.
He'll look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He'll let it fly for Austin. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A handoff running left is Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Yellow. Hey, blue. Red. Blue, black. Green jack. Black ultra. Plastic, stick. Blue is striking. Cut.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Ready, set. Tail green. Hold pink. Red, cycle. Red, yellow. White. Light blue. Stick, red. Broad red.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Desmond Ridder
Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
and the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Hey, read, steal, flat. No red.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A jet sweep, Dobbs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Back to throw, Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a...
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just... Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food, flow that stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew